And we're back. We had the chance to sit down with filmmaker Nirav Parekh to talk about his documentary film, Singh Samrajya, which takes us through the wild to see lions and tigers in their element. Parekh, who directed and shot the film, talks about his noble intentions behind creating the film and the film's successful ride on the film festival circuit. Let's take a look.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit about the Asiatic lions, where they come from, what they are?
If you look at nature's history, going back to Ice Age, where the lions and all the species, all the animals, they started a natural dispersion, a natural migration. It is believed that a few group of lions, they followed the cattle, they followed the humans who migrated to Africa and Asia. So if you look globally, the status of the lions, there are two species. One is the African lions, which is known as Panthera leo leo in terms of scientific definition, whereas the lions which migrated and found their last abode in Gir Sanctuary National Park, which is in Gujarat, which is in India, is a subspecies known as Asiatic lions. In scientific language, it is known as Panthera leo persica. Originally, the lions which migrated from Persia to India is now known as Asiatic lions. So ecologically, if you look at it, you have Asiatic lions and you have African lions. And in terms of man-animal conflict, in last 100 years, these lions, these big cats, have confined their natural habitat to Gir Sanctuary National Park, which is approximately 1412 square kilometers. Before that, the lions, they were found from Bihar to Kashmir to the entire India, and they have never crossed the line Narmada they've never went to South India. And if you again go back to the history, if you look at Indus Valley civilization, the icon of India was a bullock that reflects the respect of the people and their dependency on cattle. After that, the era came where international boundaries started getting demarcated, and during the time of Emperor Ashok, the Indian icon was changed or was replaced with four-headed lions. Like in news, we have east, west, north, south, that is NEWS. It's the same way the Indian icon reflects the territory of four-headed lions, that east, west, north, south is the territory of the king, and the symbol is what we have is Indian icon.
So your documentary was actually screened at the Los Angeles International Film Festival, and it actually received an honorable mention award. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience at the festival?
The festival was great because it promotes, the documentary films which are not, which has to find finally a way to a broadcaster. So basically, such kind of festivals and such kind of screenings helps such content, value-added contents to interact, because we make films, but we are not good at marketing. So such festivals, they are always helpful to link us to mainstream broadcasters and to show the content to the world audience. My purpose of making this documentary film is children education, awareness. That's where we are campaigning for Save the Mother Earth. It's green cover for the next generation. Live and let others live in harmony with nature. The kind of symbiotic relationship what lions they exhibit, we humans have to learn a lot from them, from the animals, from their social behavior. As the story talks about, say 2 mothers, 4 little cubs, 2 subadult juveniles who eventually come and eat the food as a dependent, and the father trying to drive the subadults out of the territory so that the mother can raise 4 more cubs in that particular territory. And the whole fight was witnessed by me, my children, and when we went there for filming, it was like, when you go for gambling, you're not sure what you're going to win, but
Right.
you still go for gambling.
It's your family being a part of your journey.
Yeah.
What was that experience, taking your family along with the journey? No danger or anything with that wildlife?
Now I am afraid. Honestly, when people say how close you are with the lions, but when you have to face the facts. I mean, the fear goes off.
Right.
I mean, naturally, So it was a normal visit to Gir Sanctuary National Park for us.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in a hideout, and I asked my children to venture out in the forest, and they came back that Papa, there's a big fight going on. Why don't you leave whatever you are doing right now with the birds and small creatures and small organism? There's a big fight happening there. Why don't you join us there? So I left my hideout and went there, and we were able to film the entire sequence on social behavior of Asiatic lions. Like in humans, I mean, a quarrel starts from kitchen, from a
Right.
pie. I mean, for a piece of bread, and the same is there in the lions.
Right.
So it's a good example for us to learn and live in harmony with our family members and other people. Respect the elders,
Right.
respect the senior citizens.
Definitely a film worth catching. We hope you've enjoyed this exciting and informative segment of Your Voice. This goes without saying that this show wouldn't be possible without all of you, so keep sending us your valuable feedback at yourvoice@globosatend.com and visit us on the web at gen-i.us.com. Until next time, from the show that lets your voice be heard, I'm your host, Juhi Desai. Sahara Pranam.